What if you could stop worrying about all the things that were going to go wrong and you could start thinking about how things were going to go right, be awesome? How would your world change? What might it look like? Would things be a little different? Might you feel a little different? What are the possibilities? I had a client a couple weeks ago who told me in her session that she was really having a hard time sleeping because she was worrying so much about all the bad things that could go wrong or could happen. And in classic Dana form, I asked her, I was like, well, why are you doing that? And she was like, I don't know. I just can't help myself. I just worry about it. And my grandmother was very much like that. She was a worrier, worried all the time about everything. And she was very anxious as a result. um, but in working with this client, I said, okay, well, why don't you try and start thinking about the positive things? How the event or the day or the thing could work out really great. And think of all of the different ways that it could work out really great and how it could be really positive. And just switch that thought process. And she was like, okay, I might be able to do that. And for her, it worked. Like for her, she was really able to work with that concept and switch that thinking pattern for the positive. So I wanted to offer it up to you because I feel like we're in a time where there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of worry and there's a lot of unknown. And it is very easy to slip into that place of worry and concern and negativity and focusing on how things are not going right and how things won't go right in the future and things won't be okay. And the truth is, there are just as many reasons that things could work out amazingly, that things could be vastly better than they were before, than that they're going to turn out negative. And there's just so much that we don't know. And our world is in such a place of creation as we have things ending and breaking down that it is important for us to think about how things are going to work out well, to really imagine into the possibilities of things being fantastic, not just good, but actually fantastic, way better than you could ever imagine. And I know all of you can think of at least a few things in your life that have turned out way better than you could possibly imagine in the past 2 years. Granted, there's a whole lot of the other, but for this exercise, focus on the positivity. So if there is something you're worrying about, or if you are a constant worrier, I'm going to challenge you over the next couple weeks to just switch that mindset and notice what happens. Notice how you start to change. Notice how your emotions start to change. Notice how your state of being starts to change. Notice how people respond to you when you have a place of positive expectancy. Notice how people talk to you differently when you have positive expectancy. Just notice what those changes might be. And hopefully, at the very least, you will be less anxious and you will be able to sleep better and you will be able to relax easier. But I want to hear how it goes for you. So let me know. So just to be clear on what the exercise is, when you start to worry and when you start to think about things going wrong or negative, then I want you to think of at least one um, way that it could turn out positive or better. For every part that you have negative, I want you to have a positive. So if you thought of 10 scenarios where it was going to be totally disastrous, I want you to come up with 10 scenarios where it's going to be totally fantastic. So, again, this is a way to work with your mind and your subconscious and that chatter in your head to switch it to positive expectancy so that your mindset can change, so that your subconscious can start opening up more to the possibilities of all that is around you instead of focusing on the negative, right? So let's see how it goes. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to find out more information about me or my offerings, please check out my website, danashamas.com. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. I send them out weekly with tips, insights, rituals, meditations, personal updates, special events, and offerings. So I know you don't want to miss out. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to connecting soon.